All right. 2. We got the hat. He's drawing, reaching deep, getting to the very. Oh no! I mean, get the fucking thing out.
Okay.
What's the subject?
Oh, this one's gonna be fun.
Is it Bonnie? Is it Bonnie?
Really fat pussies.
Are you serious? Oh, really fat cats. Okay. Go. You start.
Well, I'm not sure where to start on this one. They're fun.
Nick's cat.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Nick's cat. We have a friend named Nick who had the fattest fucking cat. This thing resembled an orange watermelon, okay? And
it was a beach ball with legs.
Literally, like, we cannot over-exaggerate how fat this cat was. Weight is relative when you're talking to this cat. Like, it doesn't accurately describe the fatness of this animal.
This is true.
Anyways, I remember I was over at Nick's house one time, and he wanted, that's my cat, by the way.
And he's a fat cat, too.
He's a pretty fat cat, too. But, he wanted to let the cat out, and I said, you know, Nick, that's probably not a good idea, because what if he runs off? And Nick just was like, look at this cat! Okay, this cat can't even stand up, let alone run away. So I'm just gonna, like, basically drop him down the front porch steps. So Nick opened up the door and let the cat out. It's so dark all of a sudden. There we go. And the cat went outside, and Nick shut the door. And once again, I was like, you know, Nick, now we can't even see the animal. He was like, oh, it's okay. Well, about 15 minutes later, we go outside and check on the cat, and it is rolling down the road. I mean, literally on its stomach, on its side, like rotating down the road.
Like a rolling pin.
Like a rolling pin, yes, exactly. And it rolled into the sunset.
Yeah.
We never saw the cat again, and Nick didn't even bother chasing after it.
And before even that happened, I remember a time I was over there that this cat did have some energy when it was inside the house.
Lies.
I guess it was because of the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And it tried to jump over a baby stopper, and it got stuck. So I'm watching this like football with legs do this on a baby stopper. It was the funniest damn thing I think I've ever seen.
So it's kind of like a kitty seesaw. And it was just kind of like going back and forth. That's hilarious.
It is. It's like watching a fat chick sitting on a teeter-totter by herself.
Garfield.
Yeah.
No fat cat conversation could be complete without a discussion on Garfield.
This is true.
Let's talk about Garfield for a second.
Garfield and his homosexual owner, John.
John was totally a closet homo.
Yeah. It's sad.
You don't even. There's no even really any reason to discuss it. You know, it's just kind of a accepted truth.
Yeah. It is. It really
John
is.
Arbuckle is a faggot.
Yeah.
But I like gay people.
Isn't your uncle gay?
Yeah, I have a gay uncle. He's a cool guy.
Doesn't he have AIDS?
Yeah, he's had AIDS since like the 80s, and he's not dead yet. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. Didn't he live in Africa for a while?
No. It was in Tennessee.
Close enough.
Anyways, Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
Garfield comics are like the most generic thing ever.
But they're funny.
It's true, they are funny, but it's like every comic's the same. There's this bulbous fat cat lying on a table or lying in his bed sleeping, and then John comes by and says something like, Garfield, I have baked 80 lasagnas, but make sure you don't eat them. Now I'm going to conveniently leave the room. And then he leaves the room, and then he comes back and all the lasagnas are eaten, and he goes, Garfield! And then there's some kind of one-liner.
Yeah.
That is how every Garfield comic breaks down.
But hey, Garfield has kept one of my favorite comedians in a job, Bill Murray. He has kept Bill Murray in a job.
What do you mean?
Bill Murray is the voice of Garfield.
In the movie?
And in the cartoons, I think.
I don't remember the cartoons that well.
But I do have a collection of all the comics.
But the Garfield movies were terrible.
They were terrible, but they keep him in money.
And I didn't even see the movie. I think it was just, once again, another accepted truth that the Garfield movie was awful. And there was 2 of them. If they didn't learn their fucking... Are they so arrogant that they think that they can, unleash another Garfield plague upon us?
Look at it this way. I'd rather have another Garfield movie than another not another teen movie.
We are. It's called Superhero Movie. Have you heard about that?
God damn it.
I know. It's like that Meet the Spartans movie just came out, and I guarantee it did awful. Like, I don't even need to look.
No, seriously. God, stop them, please.
Smite them, oh holy smiter. I really hate a lot of things.
This is true.
I forgot what we were talking about. Fat cats?
Yes, fat cats. Well,
This subject was picked by my girlfriend, by the way. She's an animal lover.
I like animals too, especially with ketchup.
You've got a fat cat. Pandora's kind of fat.
No, she's not. Take it back.
Your little black and
Tattoo-
orange cat?
Tattoo is fat.
Oh, okay, maybe I got them mixed up then.
Yeah, but the black and the orange, that's Pandora, and she's skinny as a rail.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Tattoo then.
Yeah, you're definitely thinking of Fat too, because he is like two cats in one.
Is he fatter than my cat Oreo?
Tattoo's 19 pounds.
Damn, that's a fat cat.
And he moves like he's 10 pounds. That's a whole lot of ass to be hauling.
Does he ever take out, like, chairs and stools and stuff like that?
Just recently, he put a lamp through a antique glass door.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. What if you were able to build some kind of modified potato launcher,
To fire him?
only to fire fat cats?
Well, I think in theory it would work, but at the same time there's a different consistency between a fat cat and a potato.
But people put hamsters in potato guns.
You know what happens to them?
They die.
They splatter before they leave the barrel. It's more or less like a hamster shotgun.
It's hilarious.
Now, I picture a tube that's big enough to fit a 19-pound cat in. Now, it's not going to be like the human bullet where that's just a flash charge that blows them out of the cannon. No, because they're putting, a lot of gunpowder, raw gunpowder. So the gunpowder is going to burn, cook, shred the cat, and more or less blow its ass outwards, over its head, and then out the barrel.
Would there be any way to propel the cat out without using gunpowder?
A shit ton of air.
Like compressed air?
Yes. It's the principle that I'm working on for my Captain Crunch gun. God, it's going to be awesome.
Well, what about if you were to create some kind of basket and by using a spring, fire the cat?
It's possible. You're more or less making a spring launcher kind of like you would a can of snakes.
You know what it would be?
What? A catapult.
A catapult.
God damn you.
But I worry about...
seriously would be a catapult.
I worry about the person walking along, and then as like a 19-pound cat just clips them, you know?
If you guys want a good example of a catapult, look on YouTube, because this is what we're on. Look up Adam West uses cat crossbow from Family Guy.
Oh, Jesus.
That would be kind of close, and a very cartoon situation.
I still can't. I would feel really bad for the doctor in the emergency room seeing somebody whose head's been, like, ripped off, and they're like, Doctor, this man's bleeding out. He's only attached by one blood vein. It's keeping the blood supply running to his brain. It's the only thing keeping him alive. My God, what put this man in such a horrid state? A 25-pound cat came launching down at him at 50 miles per hour from the heavens.
You mean 50 feet per second?
It was a plague from God. He struck down with mighty righteous fury. Fury.
It'd be so epic that only two bands could write songs about it. Tenacious D and Rush.
And Guar.
Well, they'd already done a song like that. So
Oh, good point.
they're allowing them to do it. But still.
That's all I have to say about fat cats.
Oh, and people, honestly, I'm supporting a cause. It's called Death Clock's Home for Wayward Kitties. Please send your money and...
Wait a minute, Snarf.
Snarf wasn't a cat.
Yeah, Thundercats?
Yes, but he wasn't a cat. He was like a weird lizard.
No,
Wow.
he was a Thundercat. Are you
He was
saying...
a fucking Thundercat.
Was the bald black Thundercat not a cat?
Because he was a panther.
What? Cats are panthers?
Well, yeah, but Snarf's not a cat.
You have just started the biggest internet flame war ever.
Yeah, I probably did.
You just, like, people are like, Snarf is to a fucking cat.
You know, there's going to be so many people who are like, you call yourself a Thundercats lover, you're wearing the Thundercats shirt, you're a fucking noob. And it's like, you know what, you're a nut. Fuck off.
Fuck off.